Hey everybody, this is Rev Kit Holmes. It is Tuesday. That means it is Transformation Tuesday time. It is Tuesday, September 14th, 2021. The title I put in the description of this Transformation Tuesday today is Getting Called Out with Compassion. This last week, I was in a few days of video conferences, which, as you well know, if you work on them all the time during the continuation of the pandemic, it gets tiresome. It gets tiresome to be online all the time. I had been away from that much Zoom time, as it were, for several weeks, so it was exhausting. Plain and simple, it was exhausting to be on for 3 days straight and some time before that, and a couple of days and short meetings before that. So when we get to that place of fatigue with our eyesight, with our attention, with our focus, no matter what it is that we do, we are diminished in our ability to be a little more objective about ourselves. And I don't know, I'm speaking for myself, but when I get tired, when I'm fatigued, when I've had a very long day of a lot of focused attention, my old stuff gets triggered. I don't know about you, but full disclosure, it happens. And so I was feeling myself kind of going down a bit of a rabbit hole into the old paradigms that do not serve me anymore, but still exist. They're floating around in my psyche, in my belief system. And though I continue to work on them daily, sometimes a moment and a minute at a time, they're still there. It's a lifelong process. Growth and transformation is a lifelong process for us. We are never done. We never master something and then set it aside not to ever do it again. I'll say that again. There are some people who do and learn very quickly that they're no longer masters when they set it aside, because it's a daily practice. It's a daily leaning into sharpening the tools, using the tools, getting more proficient at the tools. And so it is with our self-growth, with our personal growth, spiritual healing, all of those things. So I was getting down into a little bit of a rabbit hole about some certain things that were going on, and the old paradigms were coming up, and I found myself kind of spinning a little bit. And all of the tools that I share with you often, were not working for me. And so I did the, what is that show? Call a Friend. Call your lifeline when you're going for the $1 million prize and you just can't pull the answer out of your head. So I did. That's one of the tools, and I highly recommend that. A trusted person who will tell you like it is, call you out, but will do it with compassion. And we know how important that is. So that's exactly what happened. I called and I was noticing, and I was doing my best not to go into my story. I was looking for solutions. I was looking for support in finding the solutions. And it was just below the surface, and it was just right there. The thing was that I knew I really didn't want to look at it. It was a little painful. And so this good mentor friend, confidence, just boom, right there always, asked me to look at something. And that was the difference. I was not called out as being wrong or less than or any of those things. There was a question that was posed to me: have you thought about this, Kit? Have you thought about this place of consciousness where you are right now? And so I felt called out, of course, and I was so grateful. I'm still grateful for that experience of having somebody do that with so much compassion that it led me to my own solution. And that is the intention that I have with Transformation Tuesday, which I do with you. I've been doing for well over a year now, every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time. It is my intention, since I'm not talking to you one-on-one, but to kind of give you some ideas and some different perspectives on how to call yourself out without beating yourself up, without judgment around adding to any fuel to anything about I'm a horrible person, I didn't do this right, any of that stuff that does not serve our highest expression of spirit. So I invite you to really think, take it into meditation, and then ask, who is that in my life? Maybe one or two people, but one person will probably come to mind pretty quickly. Who is one person in my life that will hold me accountable? You may already have them. You may already do this, and yay, because you know how powerful it is. But somebody who will call you out with compassion and with love, and just kind of give you a reframe when you start going down the rabbit hole of self-pity, of less than, of lack, of fear, of doubt, of worry, future fear, past regret, any of those things, that someone will just say, hey, I've heard this story a few times. Do you want to maybe change the ending? And I know, my friends, that you can do that. We have the power to rewrite our story in every minute. Not to change, not to undo or dismiss or deny anything that may have happened in our past, but we rewrite the ending. In fact, we are writing the ending of every sentence, of every chapter, every single moment that we are alive. Because what we believe right now, the outpicturing, it will show. It will show up in our lives. It will show up in our experience, in our manifestation. So, we have the free will to do that. So I recommend highly, number one, finding a person in your life. And if you don't think you have one, you can reach out to a minister, a coach, a mentor, get referrals. Ask for somebody that you know is going to give it to you straight, but it's going to do it with love and compassion. And then the second thing is, be aware in every moment, is this what I want to experience? Ask yourself that question when you're finding the spinny. Ask yourself the question, is this what I want to continue to experience? And if the answer is no, which most likely it will be, you get to make another choice. So there are your tools for the week, tools for transformation for this week. I love you dearly. Thank you for supporting Unity of Wimberley, Texas. You'll see the website right down there. It's real easy to find. There are many ways that you can share your financial gifts and your support. And I appreciate you doing that. I love you dearly. I will see you next Tuesday, 1 p.m. Central. Share this video. Appreciate you doing it. Thanks. Have a good one.